Hello faculty and staff members. This is a message to our teaching staff at StFX. I wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up of what the classroom environment is going to look like this year at StFX. It's not going to be quite the same as 2019, but I know that our teaching is going to be outstanding and everybody's ready to go for the fall. But there will be some slightly different conditions, and I know that there are some questions that you would like answered. And we've brought along some of our best teaching instructors and members of our Teaching and Learning Center to walk us through some of the changes that will be taking place. Hello to all our teaching staff at StFX. We wanted to give you an idea of what your classroom is going to look like in September. And so we have our fine volunteers, Dr. Joanne Tompkins and Dr. Aaron Austin, some of our outstanding teachers here at StFX. And so this is what your classroom is going to look like. And you might be thinking, well, it looks exactly like it looked like last year. Well, not exactly. There'll be some different behaviors in the class, but they're very simple, and some different protocols in place to make sure that there is a safe and healthy environment for everyone, our teaching staff included. Class is about to begin, and so for the first little while, the first few weeks, it would be really helpful if professors could be arriving at their classes a few minutes early so that they can be at their teaching stations to welcome our students into the class. Now the students are beginning to enter class. As you can see, there's a hand sanitizer station as they come in. Students will wash their hands, and they have the option of selecting a wipe, which will be provided in every classroom, so that they can go to their seat and they can wipe their learning area down. So after they're comfortable, they've wiped down their learning space, students will take their seats. And as you can see, there is proper distancing between the seats. There is 2 meters between every seat, and students will all wear a mask during class. As you can see, our students are all excited about being in class this fall, and so are our professors. And so at the front of the room, you can see that Joanne has chosen to wear a mask, and Aaron has chosen to wear a visor because when she wears a mask, her glasses fog up. However, you're not required to wear a mask when you teach because there is 2 meters of space between you and the front row of seats. So Joanne will demonstrate the area where you can walk. If you like to walk around when you teach, in this classroom, for example, there are areas to walk at the front and down both sides of the classroom should you wish to walk and talk as you teach. Now this won't be possible in every classroom, so you'll have to take note of your classroom space to make sure that you can keep 2 meters of distance from you and your students, particularly if you choose to teach with your mask off. Now what we'd like to do now is to demonstrate what the acoustical differences are in this room with teaching without a mask, with a mask, with a visor, and using a microphone.
So welcome everybody, we'll get started today. This is me speaking with a face shield and no mic. And I'm just turning on the desktop mic, and this is again speaking through the face shield with the mic.
Good morning, everyone. This is me speaking with my face mask on, and this would be me speaking with my face mask off. We will be recommending that people will be ordering and wearing portable microphones, and we will be contacting you about how you will do that in the very near future.
Thanks everybody for a great class. We'll see you next class. Don't forget to put your wipes in the garbage as you leave the classroom. Thanks everyone.
Here we are at the teaching station at this particular classroom, and all of the regular technology is available, as you can see. People I know are concerned about how to clean these areas in between classes, and the best advice that we have is to tell you that these stations will be cleaned professionally twice per day, and we encourage all of our professors on their way into the class to use the hand sanitizer that's available to you. So then you can touch the equipment, because some of the wipes that we have will damage this equipment over time. And so the most hygienic thing that you can do is to wash your hands as you're touching the equipment, and as many times as you like. and of course before you leave the room. With respect to some of the teaching materials in the room, in addition to your technology, some of you may wish to use the whiteboards, and there will still be markers and erasers here, and so we encourage you to use those, but to wash your hands before and after. Also, a good option that a lot of our professors already do is they have their own little kit of brushes and markers that they bring to class every day. So everyone is required to wear a mask at all times. What happens if a student shows up without wearing a mask? So you identify the student sits down. We will be providing a kit that will have a couple of extra masks in it. So we don't want to shame the student or make them feel uncomfortable, but we want them to understand the importance of wearing a mask to every class and around campus. And so after the first time, we'll give them a mask to use, and after that they should know very clearly that they need to wear a mask. If you have a student who refuses to wear a mask, then you need to contact campus security after class so that we can have a conversation with that student. Although all the students are required to wear a mask in class, there are some students, very few, that have particular medical conditions which prevent them from wearing a mask safely. So that student will identify themselves to you, and you can permit that student to be in your class with a visor. One of the most important aspects of our campus protocols is number 7. Respect and care for yourself, your peers, and your community. And so what we're really trying to do is to keep everyone healthy and safe and to provide them with the best academic experience possible at StFX University. So we think that we're going to have a wonderful face-to-face experience in our classrooms. And in order to be safe, we want you to be using hand sanitizer frequently. Keep your hands very clean. We want you to keep 2 meters of distance between each other where possible. And I want you to not be too concerned about that because we're all going to be wearing masks. So keep your 2 meters of distance, but if you have to get a little bit closer, don't panic about it because we are going to be wearing these masks and different kinds of masks are available. I will say that the cloth mask is more effective in protecting those around us because we wear masks not to protect ourselves, but to protect our fellow students, our faculty, and our staff, members of our Antigonish community, and of course the most vulnerable members of that Antigonish community. So choose a mask that works for you. Maybe choose this one. The problem with this one is that you can only use it a few times, then you need to throw it away. And why would we want to create great mounds of garbage? And why not have a little bit of fun with your masks? And we have a wide variety of masks available, so why not make it personal? So in conclusion, we want this to be an outstanding experience for everyone at StFX. And if that's going to work, we all have to be in this together.